Onimonyam for Dixon Chedria. Now Cherry Yemi Penwa. Onimonyam for Samso and Ofori Krum Emrasebe Jani. Onimonyam for Michael Akwesi Eidu. Ono swatna say. Join you on Facebook. Na fa comment na fa to hebeje be na fa kenkan. E dia ma. Ana bo chedua. Mache.
CJ Bejoso.
Awode wo ho de.
Yankopon Adom bibia boko.
Good. Nyame say. Constituency su boko de.
Nyame Adom.
Nyame ase.
Ufugui de
emu ye on.
O kra na wa kai me.
Anano unye yo to nchen. Ono so share ba ku ba ya me hwe ni din na me say hey.
Amati o kromo.
Ufugui e bi didi bi achi.
Kokra na ya na. CJ. Mwa kai.
Mate, ona boedu.
CJ.
Mate.
Major so.
I want to hold there.
Yamiada Roma.
The Jamiasi. Constituency boko.
Constituency boko.
Nice. The Jamiasi papa. And I pay and komo ya at that pronosono. And kamepese be share briefly. In fact, the budget statement, media budget review no but can we briefly. Forestry Commission attacks are a cost wo. Said Juada no near a course. Yeah, Ranty be the idea. I bet you just how many national security for. One more I call lock, one more offices, the one padlocks at one. I don't know, but this will be very brief. Now for you, yeah, and command war no as well.
Where mestre na as a member of parliament and as a football administrator. Minu do Zukura was sports committee.
Yeah.
Na quickly wa mabe 30 seconds na enra at the fair course so ewo Ghana emra she badwam. Abra yenua maamo ye wo fase mo emma Black Queens. The omo bronze medals.
Yeah.
Ebechre speaker, the leadership of parliament and parliamentarians. Ewo chamber ankasana eyadiana ahomeka yi. And the significance of Enra, the course of parliament, and they say, my short stay in parliament, mean time beer, all the parliamentarians, Koben Krumu on an issue to say the Enra net. It was all unity, it was all fun. I mean, we were all united in congratulating our gallant women, or more. Bo obohomo den dey kudru bebia ye do ye no. We are very confident with right investment ye the good ebeba enti mefa akwanyan so na mabo ye ba na baso papa adwumaden a omukoye wo Morocco na we akire pefe say sports football in particular unite the nation.
Absolutely.
Enti ebesre se yenyina beka bom mekai President Mahama the first state of the nation oba parliament. One of the most significant statements me remfida they say Ghana as a country eba sports footballer ya jidi wiase afana nyina, but it appears say in the last few decades sa glory no ye lusu. It is about time. Say ye besan reclaim ye lost glory on international stage in football. And I think say this is just the beginning. Mebo Mayuano technical team abaso. Now in particular, CJ, me single out GFA. President, executive committee. Abo mo abaso for very pragmatic decision. Take 2 years ago. At the time, ana omaino ye take decision say ye women food national teams, ye junior national teams in Yunana, ye mfa foreign coach. They should all be local coaches. GFA felt to say Nora at that time. What it takes to transform Black Queens. Don't forget, say the last time my Black Queens winning BB far back in 2016. So 9 years, na team no struggle. ya try coaches upon coaches. And the GFA decided that they will go for Nora, but the policy at the ministry at that time, they said no, you were competent, technical brains on between handle, my team, your junior national team. So green light was not given. GFA Nankasa etu anamo etu ya Nora ka for almost 2 years. And I say Nora Koye Kim a last buy. The last buy no foundation and Nora build ye enogina so the call Moruka Yehunu as some fast one. So this pragmatic decision taken at that time, I think I will say you recognize na you commend GFA for foresight Omunyano Sabreno. Na finally my minister Kofi Adams Abaso.
Okay.
And for that matter, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Na son say CJ the anti-American son said normally say minister ball or mobile. Unim sir.
Yes.
Opa minister nyanji sheye BS sefata saying results are any of filter. He will still be blamed.
Yeah.
Eti Ibra Kofi Adams and Sudionim. A minister is not an armchair minister. He's always on the field. Mekai Obaya na less than 2 weeks he bought double header against Chad and Madagascar World Cup qualifiers. And I work closely with him. Maza his work ethics and the energy levels and the passion, the drive. I mean superb. Sa ahode enudi and Kwanyo Faso, even in the face of dwindling budget allocation about the ministry of Faso to me police strengths. Now Black Queens, you know, a day to first game, not still there were welfare issues. You can say me idea magical to me pull around. Emma Black Star, Black Queens, yeah, right frame of mind. At the core, your games in Numa, yeah, the bronze abano. I think he also needs a commendation. Yeah, Mayu and Abaso once again, the technical team and everybody. Qualification, as I see previous government, they also played their part. Yeah. And then now the qualifier, the co-hunty, said the Nanra, MPC in a United say sports and football in particular should not be politicized. No? I strongly believe. World Cup, qualify. Previous administration, time Nana qualifiers a Koso. And to be very fair, at the time of Moaziti office, we were joint first.
Yeah.
On the top.
Yeah.
You buy a winning 2 matches. Yeah, make us say at the time I buy also because I don't want football say but you winning 2 matches. I must say yeah the first. Yeah. We are leading by 3 points. So collective effort because at the time I buy and I had the bottom and qualification will be completely out of sight.
Yeah.
Edinyankopon ya Adom na qualify ko Mexico, Canada. And the USA, a collective effort of all Kenyans. And I think that football is a huge socio-economic tool. In fact, my article will be CJ, at the appropriate time.
Sure.
The role of football in transforming economies. I think we need to deal with it. So
absolutely.
I wish them once again my heartfelt congratulations. Ghana football has a lot of places to
majority for your shaman because I tell my peninka and minority for so you will say one more kind
CJ
majority for with more numbers in
the let me tell you majority in why me person majority in why majority ruling government
majority
parliament
majority MPs
majority in the ruling government
minority MPs
I am my government are one. I am my government. Majority no. Majority no.
Ruling. Leader said he should do something.
The majority is the one ruling.
But that's it.
But let us not discount support to Parliament as a whole, especially young man. Do you are leading a man on both sides? Support or the man training in Anna or more visitors opportunity. That was on a lighter note. I think we may also have plans. We name the leadership. But don't forget that I am my government.
You and your government.
No. Majority leader, any minister. and a bit to president for say the Maya Yenyo Musi, yeah, not just a trip, a new boy, a country, not just an Indian.
CJ, I don't pay me chair. Adom FM for near phone na me sanso chia ofurukum ade share ehwe me nyina so na meka bi afo aminua Stuttgart asemo kan say Black Queens o ma hye Ghana ni munyam enti de eyefe wo ho ne say eye parliament both sides ni nyina we true support behind Black Queens ana nyamencha de o makwako weni Ediaba and at the fair dia minority who say omobaye na eho na yekeka yensase ana yenyina yegegege kakra ana ye de mom yes say nuanom Black Queens the taxpayers money na ebehwe omo but ye person omo ankasa nso omo to omo botum no omo ye bibi
we my government
I want yeah that CJ ye kan say na so ye hwe se dwumadi a eye Black Queen CD no wo hwe sika ye de boa Black Stars and other sports a wo say ye ma Queens nso feel the same nti se Black Stars eko wini Black Stars nya medal we anka sabrenke the bass is the motor kid and the mu twakrum yeah Yama nso feel the same because Oma Peja Ghana.
I agree with you.
Oma Peja results na mani nya no ye de ni nyina abeka ho na ye FIFA ranking na ye de ache baby a Ghana ya ba bedu. Nti wo say ye so good blasters ano no so ne ye so good emana no emana nso di bia ai de meka ka na ye nko the issue na wo de atop no so no.
Yeah.
See I believe say there's a crippling level of make us say I say for the emra show mun se ma ye de omo pe
level of impunity yeah
for the emra show mun se mu ye de omo pe as aban na hwe ye beje omo nsem yes our vigilantes name ranti a aban ba na omo ye sania maniama we no e was say political parties ye hwe bibi ye pa because some ranting wom so mo boa ye de but say when to me and control ma excesses na edu ba bi anu edin MPP ye famu wo share your history send ya na election na ye broye chinepo ne abroye ye ko akwetia ne abroye ba bi ebeko bia ne abroye afedu ba bi ne see enough is what enough and ma ye sha asese enso ye form sa Delta Force ne Boga Bulldogs ne de keka ho ampa mo beboaye se ye ka semrante na amoaye na ye boa 2012 omo boaye 2016 omo boaye 2016 pa omo boaye pa
but 2016 no kra chi emu na Kumasi omo ko high court
say ye to abani wie no si mekaba ye to abani wie ye no
yes
na sabre no omo wani da so bi ana government of the day no na ya ban no emiti ye ana omo call national security coordinator na wa Ashanti region no ho e ko attack no enti omo ko attack ne arrest omo ana omo say eji boom e free courtroom ho ene on say NDC yenuani ya na omo de omo ko ye election wo hwe tutu asema ko so election me ya bibre omo ana omo de omo ye election and I know I call Ablekuma na how many polling stations 19
yes
yes so to kwedu anu ayi America ya papa dampare upon eniema nkrofo kafa ne ho nyina no dampare 3 by elections dampare asin of sija asin of 40% BBS oboni BS yo hwiensi asin of dampare be ye kumawu na me ho hwiensi okumawu dampare ye ejoso hwiensi we ejoso enti yeso ton kwadu anu ayirim ye papa yohonu so wanfane na ensi from national security coordinator ne impayinfo no man form na ensi from ade na bebro omo so because so hwemrante omo recruit across the country so omo ndi djuma ma NDC na ekom di bebre a ebidi ekom ene ebufuo ene ani so hyew ɛyɛ de ɔmo yɛ na one shot de ɛto MPP na emrante ni bu fa court no so no kan e be chen enu bi enu hu nsunsanso ana emrante ne de padlock akwa lock forestry commission for diamonds and with different places no in carrier ni other communities na nka forestry commission yes anka ya ban adwuma enti nka emrante ndc emrante a yato abawi amunya adwuma anya ni ade anka forestry commission fa mo ho ban na so emrante yi bebre no promises ayaye omo say yebema omo kwa ma omo so akodidi a campaign na video ba ya na opanyi bi ni omo hye o se musum di bia ye dey eye
na yebema okwan na ma okwan a na odem
7 months ni o 7 months ni obohu se MP ebia 7 months MP bi anya na V8 obohu se minister te V8 mu a motoke de ye dey edi nanim to o minister no wanya wo de obohu se CEOs no ebi enjoy pa no te honom o te ho 7 months onya ahwe dia na opeso ye okokodidi nso a obe stop no okodidi forest ma obe stop no eno ho abufo na omode koye ekoye de omode koye no se national security dia mika ba be yi omama se omunye national security for na dia hu wo ho e wo se hwe ne se emrante omunye national security for omukwa according to forestry for no omo hyehye kraka motobi ayi mask ewo omanim a hyehye shom hu kuntan forestry for no hu om no omo nyina kola omo de america omo dwane omo de ayam hyehye ne dwane free office na imagine say yafa wadwuma na yese koye adwuma of forestry na obekọ adwuma na emrante a hyehye omo say wunim so omo ya robbers so omo ya national security so omo ya den na omo beba no mo abe pam di tu o abe pam no mo de padlocks abe tutututu mo dan mu ade ya mo mpre mo nya adwuma sa impunity we say no e was aban ne hwe no oso ano the same impunity no mo di rable kuma ene anana adada ekoso aye eyi o mo release statement so o machi ablekuma mema ne mienu enso enra anana Lloyd a o mo bo no atwi ne ofom MPP national deputy national organizer Nana Lloyd di mfonyi aba amrante na omo so omachi omo no baako o East Legon Mosque woni NDC mpanyimfo ne gina ho no mudi nkomo kyese mfonyi na omo de ba so omachi nipa ne kra no enya no kre so wo so wo chi nipa no okodi anyamransem wa ablekuma wo so wachi na court be na ade ne koye evidence be na wo so wachi no ohun sisi aban we na de omo ye ne se omo de kasa ani PR ana omo ye ade omo nya kra na omo ka ho asem omo bo hu de ruo so omo ye sa budget na de koma asami jamfi be 70 million o se wo Jubilee House no eno na sisi ye adwuma na nka obi a ye nche Felix Kwachofosu wo Jubilee House no anka obi a ye nche na de na mo kasa machi no enano a MPP abrantie bi ana so ye Delta Force a o hyenwura mu baabi ehonum internet kwa anya adwuma okoye video say no ye Delta Force na MPP mpanyimfo yemfa ndi omo na MPP mpanyimfo ampene omo amboa de no omo pese omo ye den omo boa na ebufo wo mu MPP mpanyimfo anhwe omo no and 24 hours ekwanya national security ne police for share enwura nim baabi o sha omo kwache ne de ne baaye omo kwache ne de na ba adenta kumi asemo baaye and 24 hours ana omo kwache no abrante bi kwatcho bi to Facebook say so say ye maame vice president otro bi a mempese me dey meka e wa ha say me repeat me ayana sa na man me very careful and 24 hours Nkrofo live on TV journalists Nsem for mujeji na ho cameras so live omabo hawakum sinetetia na yase edi omunetetia ni tiri so nyina ebesi ne nipa ekobo no omo ye be 30 o se 40 ana omkobo oba baako ebesi ne musomachi nipa mienu na amoso machi omo no so omo ne na mosque NDC mpanyimfo kwa na omo di omo achi na we ye the boomai.
Okay. Me that say honorable eidu ofori krum na shebedwani ena yete ne nka no Honorable Cheria.
CJ mensa infa akwanyen so na menchia the good people of Brekum West na men toa baby aminua Mike Edu Honorable odi akwakusi no asem no wakani nyina but or the politics asanya bedware asem no ena ama aye bibia ewo CJ woni me position on these issues say ruka semenya de esese yesoso na sebi obi kumfum obi yankum enwa na asem bie ni ho a ye de sekan na etwa ye de ano na eka enti no matter how aggrieved you are said the offer say edidija ekoso kom ana we ikoso no I think that your leadership channels are also faso they addressing grievances say obe sorry na aban offices ewo ho wakotutum de na chese ntwayi say ye condemn in no uncertain terms enti ye besre ye nuamo the woman is say the identities of nipa na ekoye sa de na still unclear because they went under the guise of national security.
But there are video footages.
That is why. Yeah. But and now, I bet that just say they are not national security operatives. Yes. So they may be party people will be or more aggrieved, or they may be tax beer or more akutusa na mono. The good thing and the difference me pese ye draw ewo anamoa aban way to any previous government. They say swiftly the government abe disowni and the party disowni sankrofo no and akwa feda say yenchi omum prosecute omum CJ wahu line na me draw no unlike the ACC brebi atwamu because obekaya 2017 chief executive Tamale Teaching Hospital ewo na office ena nipa kosoa no free ho ede credo ne ansafo abram epono na chi ote se official condemnation bi ba ya na ote arrest bi ewo mu ya antibi said na menu e ka no Ashanti regional security coordinator kofa do free the office bro no moja pramo ote se one arrest ekoso no dan chanya the impunity
no na honorable ebu friend PR
meba impunity impunity meba difference
eno dey cheche man ten court
by call the men ko
ya cheche am court
in the history of this country
one arrest ya cheche am
CJ in the history of this country
yes
what is obi work courtroom even the hardest criminal work courtroom na ni nkrofo atimi aba be yi na Africa courtroom ho say omo na oko
but honorable in the history of this country when we say government officer forestry commission
that is why we condemn
kwabrani the padlocks a good
bad make a history there history was 2017 omo call lucky Tamale Teaching Hospital that meba ukaze history ni wa but we are condemning all the history no say 2017 omo call hospital lucky Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator office, several offices, to the extent say accused persons almost standing trial court room. Nipa storm court room or eko yi omo di omo pie say they will not stand trial. Finally, more some fines, peanut. Party no officially party no dey tue fine no at the moment. So no more way nyina akoso a ye condemn at that time. Enti ene going forward sa no man be happen na as I say you condemn but the difference approach to dealing with these issues the course wo ayawaso west wogona or ka ho asemi o de toto the course wo ablekuma nofa CJ the difference in say ayawaso west wogon state sponsored treasury against key people sitting members of parliament near dear Sam George Mo. Not a single arrest. But this one, quickly, Attorney General, Interior Minister, and National Security Minister, our other IGP, and 2 arrests have been made. 2 arrests have been made. That is the difference. 80 and no more question, yeah, condemn, but how do we deal with that? This is the government. CJ, on one kasa ni top officials, kura allegations for Mohua on shoulder. Obeka Yabuga Pele. President Mahama time on one than call court. He ended up in jail. Now no ya bo yura yamin di quickly Attorney General refer Mayoko. So I'm investigating. Ya bo yura bangadi. Attorney General refer Mayoko. So ye condemn san woman say enya de papa na I was say ye hwe anamoa aban no so etu. I know they compare in the past. You see say this government is very serious in dealing with these things. Inti ye besre say ye nuamo a omode atutu asem eye adwuma no. Abotre aban ba ye CJ 6 months. 6 months. The budget ye nya appropriation on 29th March. Afeni ye dia ye adwuma. Minister ba ye media wa mfasi kadubia meka ho. Eti afei na adwuma no sane ba form. Let me give this a Ghana ni bia. One thing about this government they say unim accusations are your party food soldiers no dey bo aban no. Say aban we ba Ghana for all. Edi aban ba ye say nyuma kakra na o kretia. Unim NDC any man people ye Ghana ni nko ade a o chefen wom. And some people feel say no bra ya bra no as I say ye hwe ya ansana ya kohwe Ghana fo nyina besre
because mama high hopes
there be uko jina say uko pe to me a
yes
e wo mu say ye jina political party dream and the pre to me na mom ye to abama wa oman nu nyina sodie wasodie
exactly
enti obehwe amanfo nyina wo mu say obehwe party for say wo hwe party for you have that responsibility but we should also not lose sight to say ye hwe party for no na say ye hwe Ghana fo nyina eti nkakra menim say party for ho beto mo ntie besre ye mpanyimfo no nso a nyankopon adom wabeye MP wabeye minister wabeye CEO emwa bia wo de beboa grassroots for na omoboa ma to me by na say wo de boa you have a responsibility na bi wo ho a power ba na onya bibi kakra na yere na busua meanwhile eduru abato a we go back to the grassroots for no mo ye adwuma no nti yes ye grassroots for no so mo nya abotre no na ye nso a nyankopon adom aban we amaye dwumadie bi di anase ya to aba amaye no ye nso ye nhwe se ye grassroots for no ye betumi ahwe omo kakra bi esefata be mo omo asetena mu apagya no oboma asetena no mu mpagya na se grassroots dey stronger na performance aban deliver CJ wo hwe figures ne ade na ye grassroots yetumi hwe omo yie na omo anije so omo be ye adwuma 2028
okay
enye den kura ma party no
me da say honorable Dixon Chedua and yete in Kano now yamra Unibank Nsem so nani nansa and the honorable Attorney General friends for in Shemu over the 3.3 billion Ghana cedis car na Unibank Skakrabiano. In fact, 3.3 no crown and ram and deputy former Attorney General Kasa, or just a Brusa, 5.7 billion. After no, the discussion has been ongoing, but honorable Chedua.
Clarify. 5.7 no bika. The person is being disingenuous. Let us face the fact. Let us face the fact. Mike, I'm on the floor. The fact of the matter, and the Unibank can say, Mike, we MP, and fact and records. 5.7, the woman say, Abana Kojuche Mono, Sikana 3.3. Na Unibank no Sabrina aban ebeba mu say e ba behwehwe no de omohwehwe mu de say aban na kuku figures or bank no what the sikani bi keka ho say ye wo we sika we wo ha ne ade anywhere artificial so that the books will look good so that the books will look but the actual money involved is 3.3.
At the time our case in the chassis, you know, if there was any doubt, and can be say Unibank as an entity, and could be raised.
No, but that is true. Try, and I cost you know about the there is a receivership. A receivership. Oh, more. Show it you more check it and no man. The actual money. TJ, let us be very honest. To say you would need to be more. Be clear the pay. Even say 1,000. But obekoba bia kwa kope enkrata ebi de tu kwan a otumi koye na ya ye bi kura ya ye pay slip wi ama be
akwadwo bi bank statement
de bi no kura de na adwuma mse ye adwuma bi kura de so ori butu ata na be monye betumi to for it to look good na entesa e fraudulent enti ano ye fraudulent be ano nkyese se sika no. That is the explanation, and Mike knows very well. Enti ano so ye ne separate charge say fraudulently kuku books, you know, but that was not the money. So that is the difference. So an former attorney general knows exactly this, but to create for political expediency, you know. So the actual fact of the matter is the amount involved is 3.3. The remaining were cooked just so that Bank of Ghana regulator and we say, oh yeah, can say Unibank in terms of liquidity, or money can also almost, but that's the canon.
Okay.
So that is the point. So the amount is 3.3.
All right. So
and according to Attorney General, negotiations.
His reason for filing the nolly prosecutor.
Negotiations have been reached to pay the 2 billion. Then the remaining 1.3. And also omo agree on kwanyom before so in terms of properties in Roma omode aye collateral. CJ, let me state my position clear here. Say me obia me jitu mu se obia obedi oman no dwirim be wi oman no sika ama oman na akwa ahohia mu no should be punished and punished severely. I believe in custodial sentences. So be a bonea. Edi o minor wua. Sometimes it is important to say yedi nipa do bi shekukum to serve as a deterrent. But nipa e wa chire no hu say udi sa boni we a ese say yetwenwaso. That is my position. That is one position. Then we should also not lose sight of the fact, say case by ye case, you know, case by case, Dwaso Nsem bibria, ye case, you know. There is a clear difference, say, Obia ko wia or my sika, the akoto to a japadia, no, and a yerene and murdy. Ena obin so anamon 2 obi o 2 ye. Amo mine boka. That is causing financial loss to the state. In the case of Dufuomudie, Attorney General reasons by code original so so buy charges or bet 2 years no kwa dubi any baby a ye de abokwam na Dufuo se wa wie sika. Na mom na namon tuobi. In fact, CJ Obekaya at the time Victor Salome Musipa Yankimo ye jeli omono ekwa appeal ni ade justice afrebo mu kan ensem the ruling no ka say eye ne ya say even though evidence bi ani wo say obi awie sika na mom omwana muntu obi amoban no ahwere sika o kai eye yewura chikata ne di oye ya ne say oman no odi kosi gira ye awowa guarantee na company na o guarantee mo no mo entumi entua eti ono as a person enko wies kadamum eya na montuo bi enti se Dufuo die Attorney General enchire mu ne se nipa no nko wies kadamum na montuo amoban na boka enti se ye benya kwan bi so afa agisika na CJ. That is where we need to look at it. In fact, there are a lot of people. You ever this will be a kofa Ghana sika 2 billion we are e dia toto ejapade na o wia dia koto amanone na ye che no na ye man custodial sentence na sika no wo ho na ne yere ne mane na busuafo enjoy a wo mu say ebo amanfo akokode na mom oman no nso de na yenya afiri mu. And in that case, the best support is a nipa na kowia. Na mom se nipa na montuo bi ama sika no yahwere sika. Na ye wo akwanya se yensa beka sika no. So you look at it case by case basis. Okay. And this one, Attorney General decided say ye betumi anya sika no mudodo na sade asem no nso tie no. Wo san hwe se case na wudi no. O realistic chance. CJ, it is very important say ubetumi adi nkunima na. In any case, the case no a cast in stone. Or chances of winning yes so clear. Why has it taken 6 years? And normally in prosecution, you look at it. It's a doctor.
Case from 2020,
2020. Yes,
2020, right?
At 5-6 years, case a clear. So you look at the trajectory. Say case a bit to me a drag for 10 years. Dr. Opuni was in court for 7 good years. Judgment be a case, prosecutor no share kaya bebo delays. And as I say, one who Unibank Japadi Bebra receive Omodio Monsa to the way we are trying to me the take carry be case no drag corner. And no maybe that will be concealed. Be a wonko in about 10 years time, 8 years time no. Na property when it does so be bet me aton the take card no time value of money and they won't 3.3 now right. In 5 years time and 3.3 all these things have been taken into consideration. But let me emphasize once again, say I don't believe say obi we o man sika bia, and let us also be clear obi tim draw knowledge so and they ukowia say 10 billion na Attorney General boss you for 6 billion bra na pocket 4 billion no na yenyao. These are totally different issues.
All right.
And yes, sika and we should look at it that way. And these are the reasons I was saying. So why is I believe in custodial sentence? Say you better call to the full hog in criminal prosecution in certain matters. There are some. And also, crime be one a bit to me a faso.
Okay.
Now, Yansa can see Kadia Chiro Minor. And don't forget to see one of the key promises of this country, Orano, Operation Recover All Loot. The emphasis here, this is a clear case of thievery and stealing. Now, Yansa can see kind of the Chiro Minor. We should look at that option as well.
All right.
But there are cases, we will go after them and cage them. That is the difference.
All right, but that's a Honorable Edu, my member, the duration of case a traveler, you say no cranty and Attorney General Kase case no a persistent, and according to him, there was no immediate resolution in sight, and in fact, or say. Case no delay without any meaningful recovery. He is interested in at least recovering something for the state. Yentiu, Honorable.
CJ, and mitie yenuanom na mitie Attorney General Ameraho.
I didn't.
He said, "Omo pa ba emu aba nsema na omo ka no. Ene omo ba afoforo kran nsema na omo ka no. Ene omo adane. The one omo kasa say omo ba be jigana nkwa de operation ora ni ade eno ora ni nitie butu ora na e wo say anka omo de recover sika ma ye no adane
we kwa vie bi no omo ye yo
omo recover ma omo ho omo recover ma omo ho CJ ade anka say Attorney General odi kan ka kire Ghana for ene say o ma Ghana for hu say eye dofo not the four and the clients, nor represent the four. Into be your clients, our representative. No, now obey Attorney General and dinansa. Okoko discontinue the case. Now, I say, what yes can it be? Into the akan where German who is a case, no, any case, papa, not any woman, CJ. Say, even the perception, keke. Say Attorney General and can credit muno. Let's be brutally honest today. Can credit muno crana and how the jackets in the man enco. Enco so sana the phone anco no we need to sasania. Oka say case ya which I say so ya clearing ya chachuchika takachos and mesro. manager achikwesi nkesi ne memfa wonsa meka me ye clearing me am komigidi se metumi adi nkunim ye ne ebekọ ne ayedai yakodi nkunim enti sa attorney general wodim se wa wo se wo ne the forward relationship a wa ye ne lawyer pen enti ade ntina nka do for de ne nko ampo de unjai ma ne nya dai enko no andi na asema na onko wini ana say state no yen hwe to the end of the case ade a wo case ni munie na me emede se ene omo vilify nkrofo okromu ha e ma ne ye say esema 2024 na ye kan say ye gu nkrofo banks ana meboa se ye gu nkrofo banks na sa aban egu nkrofo banks e ba ne se na ene de mo amoka se nipa na itu asika se na ade na ye no sade na aban ne ye sabre no se na enye ne kwan so a e ba ne se na ene de atoni general wogigi ska free omo in 2014-2015 ana World Bank and the IMF Emma ye baba ye asset review of all the banks in Ghana all the asset review of all the banks in Ghana asset review of all the banks in Ghana no sabre no ana mbe hu say banks ni bi enjira omo na aso yi 2015 no asem na make sabre wana na ye mampanyi Joma Hama ana World Bank ni IMF be ye no mu say banks ni bi enjira omo na aso yi ana omo ye recommendation say aban ne mfa ne nansi for manya say banks ni begu na banks ni gu a eye meme ne wa ye de sika akoto bank ye ko bank ye nsanka omo kai no omo kai say na eye bank bi e frɛ no say Liberty Capital say bibisa na omo wo airport baby Mirafi bank ni di ewra bi ko so kwaji ni sika security ni etwe ni free bank ni epie Mirafi bank ni din
there's omo logo ni om color
na wo mani so ba Mirafi din no sa niema we sha sisi afedi na banks no wa wudi sika akoto bank o enye so akoye investment o wudi wo salary akoto bank bosom ya so ko use sika akoye sika ni wo yemfa osika ma nanka eboboba ani ekoto about 2016 nti eto about 2016 December na Akufo-Addo ba 2017 no ana mu se ade na eboboba na ani enyan ana mbe hu se Unibank ni Beige no ne sa banks we nyina no Midland Savings and Loans Midland yes Midland medase Midland amanfo sike guo na omo nsampunka ana enya Midland nkwa na bebre enti Akufo-Addo no mba no mu se ade na ekoso ya nhwe ya Ghana fo ye beda benyane no na amanfo sika wonim se Unibank omo na omo sika guo omo ya 400,000 nipa 400,000 nanka ye ja Unibank mani guti sese ne na ebegu na imagine say adakoro ba ko pe nipa 400,000 be sorry na omo sika gu Unibank ye se monsanka anka kuro we de na besi wom nka de na ye nuanom ndisi fo nka wo kuro we mu ana Akufo-Addo no ye se ne yemfa ye nsanto so de na ma omo ho kwan ma omo de omo sato so ye wo bibia na Bank of Ghana ye friend liquidity support se bank bi ko forma Bank of Ghana to me efa ye ne ye taxpayers money sika na ye ne edit to tax na wose ade be ye kwan no no ma pages can be boom near the ama bank ne so onje mfa nya adwuma de akoba ye ne say Bank of Ghana page liquidity support ye taxpayers money ne ma banks ne say mo ho de ko for mo nje nhye adwuma nim na mo mfa nya adwuma no na sa banks ne mpanyimfo no o ma sa fa ses kanom de akototo adan estates e de atoto cars e de bia mo side chicks ne ade edi bia enwuma obeti obi so abie nsuo obi tumi pagya sika free Ghana ko Kenya ani Rwanda eko bia companies wo honom edru ba bi no mo di sisi estates no mo ya kesese mo kro we mu sika ye ne taxpayers money ye dia mo so mo fa nhye bank ni mu djuma no mo di sika ni di no eno ana ma aban kwan e ma aban tumi di ne nsa to banks ne so say ye dey dia share receivership age banks no ye nuanom so mo nti bi da omo kasa ya ma afi the merit of the issues no was ya Ghana 40 say na nke ebesi no ya Ghana 4 anti ase ani ye de ho abufo nyina akọ hye Akufo-Addo say Akufo-Addo agu banks yanka no kre no ene na mo be ka no kre no yanka no kre ne samre no sanke ka no kre ne samre na nkasa bre ye nyina ye nte ha sei ana banks ni guye no eye Unibank asema ye kan ene sa atu esie no dem ana atu esie ni dem
yes
ye say tu anyonko ho e dey etu aduam atu esie na man for kra say baby a ni situation aduro
yeah
che say enya na yahwe ni mu aye dindindin adenti na do for de manya ne sa hwe beige bank beige nso wo ba e wo court saa o ana wo attorney general ya di beige wo tata na beige kwa appeal beige ka so be ma 10 million wo se 10 million wo nje ana wo tena wa na beige kwa appeal no wan kwa defend you wonso a beige ya appeal ni wie na nka obetu akọ supreme court akọ challenge wa anye na wa ba be press conference aba be ka che ye say beige what at na ma beige 10 million ya anje no makọ appeal akọ wini
one city crowd
enti one city crowd menya e wa bra wa lawyer for wa Ghana nyina nim say nka obetu akọ supreme court akọ challenge beige enti I say obi ehu say ade we no hu I say bo payopa na mo de mra no ana mo hyeda na technicality say wom ye almost sorry almost na case ache wo court na say na ye debate bi na former deputy attorney general da national badapa all ma me evidence bi na mbe hu say even UK course there are cases I did best 6 years 7 years nye dey nwie ye enti enye Ghana nkwa na case ye dey eche na mo de saa ayi we say aba say na case ache enti enja ma ne nko do for yi no hu ma men show de ya wom sorry say 3.3 billion sika na do for bank no e ka na de no baako eye amount for depositors funds baako ye liquidity support baako ye sika na bosa no magege free other banks ho okay kan nyina bom e bro 10 billion because depositors funds inquire about $800 million wo convertible cedis me ye say enye 9 billion eye bosa no magege free other banks ho eye almost $400 million ino no okay kabo ma e ka no mo de no about $1.8 billion. $1.8 billion. Who the bag and see this man? And then I'm 30 billion. We are almost shareholders. No man can say was $200 million. See adeti. And to what it here no free. Almost na abide the omuka because contractors be abide the omuka. Esika abekem. What it free man? And no na former attorney general kase. E mane ba be 5.7 billion. It is at 3.3 billion omo Canada nya no kre. Na even sika no omo se do fu atua no. Omo me hu se na watua. Di omo se do fu atua no. 10% no. Omo me hu imani age say 60%. Imani for say omo calculation omo ye ne di omo follow nyina che say the watua no cry be 10%.
All right. Okay. Honorable
let me respond to clarify a very important. Hold on, I'm me intervene. Your position on this matter has never changed. NDC and for that matter the Mpensenpensenmu and men so my position ain't change here. At the time omo ebegu banks no si yo bia ni Ghana ha one kase banks no they were not struggling ye nyina agi tumu say the banks were struggling meba good let me finish my
that was one of the proposals suggestions
the point so let me lay the foundation position on the say ye agi tumu say the banks were struggling. But here your position they say 30 billion. You spending your good banks, no? Compared with less than 10 billion. I bet you my banks in the German so no. Meba
good banks no.
Whatever semantics what you want to use, but the fact they say banks no go here about thousands of people elusu omojuma. We are looking at depositors. We also looking at employees. Meba thousand. Me say thousands. Meba. So meba if the government had taken the option of recapitalizing them, giving them liquidity support to the tune of less than maybe 10 billion now, that would have saved the situation. And let me state, I dare say, Sir Adom 106.3 NIB strategy or struggle, and I give some credit to the previous government. Started initiative restructuring and liquidity support to get NIB on his feet. Now, Atobai, he has continued and has given 2 billion, as they say, NIB, Ejidan and Nayeso. That is exactly what we wanted you to do at that time, not to spend to collapse the banks. 30 billion. Abra less than that, but you remember banks in Ejina. And Ushe Sijena and Womana banks ye go no and people involved in at that time no. Ujene hwa enye ye say banksi ehiamwa. Banksi ebetumi collapse ya depositors esika akokemu. Enti esasa aban utu anamon. Good, you necessary mutu anamon. But the na can say you had other options and namona na SSO to no. We didn't believe that. We didn't believe say. Necessary you two anamon ebe collapse banks. Ama thousands of people akotena fie. But necessary mutu anamon te say the NIB die mutu anamon NIB agina na nan so a atofo semba ya ono nso abeto aso atofo semba credit obe ready first budget okan one sem you started the restructuring liquidity support NIB oba ya wabeto aso hu say ya the papa and that was what we were expecting you to do in the Unibank case
meba
no but Ghana for sika na
honorable Chedwa so protecting employers versus protecting depositors.
CJ, the good thing is that if they are taking the proposal now, one stone they are killing you if they had gone by Mike, I'm on. Say proposal now, ebe protected depositors, CJ ebe protected depositors. I say protecting employees, but you went on the route of protecting only depositors. And my employees left to their face.
Questions two. One, GM Bank, equal receivership. Mibisa Minia said GM Bank or receivership. GM Bank and co receivership. And the maba, Adena Mofes Kama, Parque Sindum, so on San Francisco Bank. Akwenya wo homo first kama Parque Sindum, no San Francisco Bank. Yet I hear some discover mana. Two. Question asem na wo ka no say yem first can san komom no enti nka ye be yido fo afri wa na san ka do fo bet na ho o would to ga would sika ma obi so onfanya adwuma nipa ne shiska na be sa akoma ni sika so onfanya adwuma biem asem na wo kan etie for we mi jama mo metoma mo Ghana for na njaje CJ me da say me jama etie for according to NDC Saudi sika ma obi so onfanya adwuma no hye na no asama ni skabium sani eye no
the position is spent to protect depositors and protect employees at the same time. Rather you chose the path of spending more to protect depositors.
As and you want more to no position and you want to say
no answer at here by refuse at here by no, your position is that don't collapse the banks. Don't collapse the banks. Yes, don't collapse the banks. More collapse the banks, no. I spend 30 billion. I brought 10 billion. I bet you may protect depositors and protect employees. And that is exactly what we are doing.
Honorable Dixon Chedwi, I am member of Parliament, Brekum West, and Honorable Michael Akwesi Edu, I am member of Parliament for Oforikrum. I wish we had time because I can tell come over but I would love to have the same set. Wednesday. Madam Asepa, I am fascinated. Absa SME loan.